Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be, part of it's going to be about what I found out by using the solo campfire. And let me turn this around. There. About using the solo campfire, and then another part's going to be about this cook kit. But before that, there's some things I see on videos out there about using these. Another thing they talk about, they do comparisons with different types of stove and about a misconception on how these work. First of all, and I'll show you what that is later on in the video. I see videos and they talk about, well, it doesn't gasify the way I think it should. And I see that. Well, no, it's not, because you're blocking the current and the air from coming in through the top ports, holes. So you're going to disrupt that, and I see people stack wood in here and say, that's not gasifying. Well, no, it's not, because you're using it wrong. Seen a video where those were all tore up. Supposedly it was done by too much heat. But there's videos out there of people burning these for hours. And those stay intact. So maybe that guy got a bad one, I don't know. Excuse me. These are air holes. Oxygen and air flows out of these. No flame comes out of here. I hear that quite a bit. They say, oh, flame shoots out big jets. And it's like, no, they don't. This is just an air supply. Comes in. Part of it goes to the bottom. Comes up through the wood. The other part comes to these ports. And that supplies heated oxygen, air, into this chamber so the secondary burn can take place. That's what they're for. These have to be unobstructed. I've seen people put these in grass and stuff and they kind of get debris in the way. The top ones need to be free and clear. No wood in front of them. No pellets. Well, some people use pellets in them. But nothing to block that flow. It needs to be able to move air efficiently. And that, if you don't do that, they're not going to work. If you're using one of these, and I've got some video example I'm going to show you what good gasification looks like. If it doesn't look like this, then there's something in the way, or it's not happening the way it should happen. You're still putting out heat over here. The comparison. I see a lot of these compared with box type stoves. And people are used to packing them full of wood. So they pack this the same way and they block up their ports and they don't get good gasification. Me, this is personal opinion. They're not a box stove. And when they compare them, it's like comparing apples and oranges. Different stoves. This has got the secondary burn. It burns hotter than the simple twig box stoves. It does. If it's used right, it burns a lot hotter. Now, if weight's an issue, go with the box stoves. Go with those, and that's fine. But don't compare these and then misuse this. Don't use it the right way and say, well, it's no good. My box stove's better. Well, no. It's better if you want something that you can cook off of and save weight. And I've used this and used some pretty big pots and a big wok on it. And you're not going to do that with no box stove, even a box stove this big. But those are just things I've been hearing that kind of aggravate me, because it's like, if you're going to buy one of these and you're going to use one of these, do research and find out how they're supposed to work. I did a burn on this one that I cooked on a wok, which you'll see a picture of the wok and the size of it. And I stood the wood up this way and went through and cooked the stir fry and added 2 more little pieces of wood, and I probably could have done without those. So you don't have to feed these. The bigger ones you don't have to feed constantly. They make a solo light, which in my opinion it's too small, because if you watch the videos, people are shoving little twigs into them constantly, and if you don't pay attention, they'll go out. This is, like I said, I loaded it up, got it started, and ended up putting 2 little chunks of wood in. That was it. And then I let it finish cooking and let it burn out. I cooked some marshmallows after we did the stir fry, actually. So the main thing is, if you're going to get one of these, do some research and find out how they're really supposed to be used. All right, let's get on talking about my experience with these. One of the things that I do, I use mine a lot at home, so I don't even use this bundle, but if I'm out with it and I need to, I carry little petroleum jelly, and I can use this on this to make extra fire starter. I carry, and I know it says as seen by TV and on TV, but the reason I carry this holds a charge forever. I mean, I've had this for over a year, and I'll forget about it, find it in a drawer, and it's got enough charge in it. So I carry it with me because it's actually dependable. Cotton with petroleum jelly and fat wood, so I can get the fire started. These take a little bit more effort to start. They're easy to start, but it's got to heat up this chamber to start gasifying the right way, and that takes more time. 2-piece, easy construction, easy to put together, no problem there. The pot issue, you can use that on there. It's a little bit too small, but let me show you what you can do with it. And I did a little video to explain what I used when I did my stir fry, and I'm going to do some cooking videos, but here's what my wok looks like. And that is how big of a pan or a pot or wok it will hold. And yes, I did cook a stir fry in it. Had to be careful, it's a little bit wobbly, but it was better than what I thought. Excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and make a rack to slide the pot under to hold the wok or any big pan, so it's not directly onto the solo stove. But it will work, and it shot flames all the way to the top rim of the wok. Got it plenty hot. But that's a pretty big pot, and it did just fine. You can cook food for a lot of people with this, and I've enjoyed it, and I'm going to continue using it. I like cooking with wood, but one thing that I have to deal with is soot. Yes, these are smokeless. Once they get going and gasifying, you won't see the smoke. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not there. You will get soot with these down here, and a little bit in here, and on the bottom of your pan. If you cook on wood, it's just a fact of life. The way it is. And so if you think you're going to get this and it's smokeless and you're not going to have to deal with soot on the bottom of your pan, you're not going to like this stove. I don't mind it. I understand that it's there, but I enjoy cooking off the wood enough. I just put up with it and clean what I got to clean. Now, let's talk about this guy. MSR Seagull, 775 milliliters. Good little pot. A lot of people use them. I picked it up years ago, I think at REI. Not used it a lot, but I'm using it more. This handle is long, so it doesn't heat up. But what I have in here, petroleum jelly, soaked cotton balls. If I can get this out. Big lighter, keep it wrapped up to keep it dry. Another little petroleum jelly. And I picked these up at Bed Bath & Beyond by the register. And then inside, I got more fuel. And these are mainly just to keep it from rattling around. Now, I'm going to tell you, I like the solos. The light I think is too small. This is not a solo, it's a Canway. And I've done quite a few burns on it. It's cooked off of it. This is about comparable in size to the Titan, but it folds down. That's what I wanted, so that it would fit in my pot, so I can put it in a bag and take it with me. And the solos don't do that. Build quality is good. I would not say it's as good as the solos. Solos got a lifetime guarantee, but I've not had any trouble with this. And the fact that it collapses is a big plus. The video that I took of the gasifying flame was from this burn on this stove. It's just a good little stove. It's got, I mean, it's quality built. These may be a problem in years to come, and it may not last as long as this one. 23 bucks. I can buy another one. And with this pot, about a little over halfway, which is about 16, 18 ounces. I think it's about more like 18 ounces of water. In the video, you've seen that nice gasifying flame. That was from wood pellets. It's similar in when you use hardwood, it's a little bit more aggressive. The wood pellets don't burn as hot as hardwood. There's quite a bit of difference. With hardwood, when I got that good gasification, I boiled about 18 ounces of water in 4 minutes flat. Just set it down, set the timer, 4 minutes, hard rolling boil. That's pretty fast. When I did the same test with wood pellets, I covered it. And it took about 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Over twice as long. When I used the wood pellets, they just don't burn as hot. So, unless you're cooking something that you want to simmer and cook at a lower temperature, go with hardwood, or as hard as wood as you can find. But I picked this up, and like I said, the reason I got this one is because it folds up, and I really enjoy that, and it really comes in handy. Oh, there it goes. That goes with that. This just drops in. Oh, did I put that in there? Yep. Sorry about that. Bringing this out here, I dropped this off my deck, fell out of my hands, hit the deck, bounced out onto the gravel, and with this paper towels in here, it didn't hurt it at all. And then that can go in my bag. But after using them, I've got a Solo Ranger I really like. It's a fire pit. Really like this one, but if you're getting one of these and you're not going to be using it on big pans and to feed quite a few people, I would recommend a Titan, which is about this size. And it fits, well, the Titan does not collapse, excuse me. But this one that's comparable, the one that the can weigh, man, it will cook. And it will get hot, and it will do whatever you need it to do if you want to get a solo stove. Like I said, the solo stove light I think is too small. The Titan would be a real good one. This is kind of overkill in a way. I mean, if I'm cooking just for me or for two people, this is the one I'll be using. But when I do wok cooking, if I got to boil a lot of water, because this will boil a lot of water, I'll use this. Otherwise, I'm going back to this. And there's different companies put these out. They look exactly the same as can weighs. The videos I see of them say they're just as good. So it's whatever price you can get. But so far this has been working real well. I've enjoyed it, and it fits in here. And so a little bit of noise, but with all that cotton in there, if you drop it, it's not gonna break it. Might dent this, but it's not gonna break the stove. Anyway, that's what I have learned about my stoves and my opinion on some other stuff that people talk about them. But thanks for watching. Bye.